Greetings. What you see before you is swine, pigs, wallowing in the mud. My name is Elder Blacklight. It's time to separate the clean from the unclean, the righteous from the unrighteous, the right from the wrong, morality from immorality. And we're going to do it in a series of videos. The Crucifixion and the Resurrection. Time to separate them. It's time to identify the foods that you should eat, the unclean foods from the clean foods. It's time for separation. It don't always have to come in physical form. Matter of fact, it should come in mental and spiritual form first, and your physical form will follow. So we will demonstrate, we want to root out those unclean brothers and sisters, the unrighteous brothers and sisters that's working for Satan. And we can tell by the fruit that they produce. You can always tell by the fruit. Here you see a brown pig wallowing in the mud. Pigs love to sling mud. They love to hang out in mud and filth. So we're talking about brothers and sisters that are acting like swine, wallowing in mud, slinging mud. Matter of fact, we're going to name this one Pigs with Beef, Slinging Mud. Pigs with beef, slinging mud. You know, both of these brothers is under suspect. You should watch carefully. One says he's a Muslim, but he does unrighteous acts. Talking about Hassan. The other one don't confess to be no Muslim, but he likes to put brothers up against brothers in debates. All the time, you're taking your eyes off your open enemy. You're taking your eyes off your open enemy, focusing on each other, seeing who got the right doctrine. This is a ploy done by your open enemy, using our own people, turning them into agents, informants, snitches, slinging mud on each other to keep you dead and crucified. But before it's over, those whom are chosen will be resurrected, and the rest of y'all will be fuel for fire.
Israel launches major airstrikes on Iran-linked targets in Syria. Israel launched an air attack against Iranian-linked targets in Syria near the main border crossing to Iraq in the early hours of Wednesday, one of the biggest strikes yet in a campaign.
Now, Islam is a system that is the very nature of the righteous. And the original man is of the righteous, the original Asiatic Blackman. It's a system that America is at war with. Now, you can't have it both ways. You can't serve two masters. So this brother right here illustrates by his background that he's serving two masters. He got his Moorish flag here, and then the United States flag. Another brother does the same thing. They call him the Son of Man, and it's Marvin Muhammad. He has an American flag and a flag that he invented called, it's a Muslim flag, but it's one that he designed. It's not coming from Master Farad Muhammad. Now, this brother's at a debate conversation with Brother Minister Eric Muhammad. Now, he wants to say that Master Farad Muhammad is a fraud. Noble Drew Ali is legit. The background speaks for itself. You can't serve two masters. And if you're living in America and you pledge allegiance to the American flag before you pledge allegiance to Allah, then you're a hypocrite right then. So Master Farad Muhammad came to give us a nation of our own, so we won't be hypocrites. We won't be breaking the laws of Islam or the laws of Allah. America is a representation of Israel, which is the Zionists and the Catholics. Jacob was left alone. We're in the King James Version of the Bible, Genesis 33. Genesis 33, verse 24. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him. And he said, Let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. And he said unto him, What is thy name? And he said, Jacob, or Yaqub. And he said, Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, aka Yaqub, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with God and with man, and hast prevailed. So let's stop there. Can the devil fool a Muslim? This is in the Supreme Lesson books. Not nowadays. Do you mean to say that the devil fooled let's see, do you mean, can you fool a Muslim? No, not nowadays. Do you mean that the devil fooled them 369 years ago? Yes. It's time for separation, and you think that the Nation of Islam fell apart. It's true. It's not true. We're just separating the goat from the sheep. the hypocrites and the non-believers from the believers. And so it's going to be played out right where you can see it for your very eyes. Israel charges interest, and it says in the Bible and in the Quran there should be no interest charge. And we living in a system where corruption rules, and they're taking all the wealth of the land from the people. They have recruited black and brown, red and yellow agents to work for Uncle Sam in Israel. The next videos we will prove this. For right now we must say peace, to be continued.